Everything okay up there?
Yeah, everything's fine.
Oh, that's odd. I don't remember locking this.
You wouldn't happen to remember if my aunt had a wind-up toy monkey at the yard sale?
Oh, not a cherished childhood memory now, was it?
No, 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 no! The coroner said it was an accident, but it was no accident. It was a monkey. When I was a kid, my twin brother and I found something that loved to kill. I did everything I could to make it go the fuck away. But it had other plans. Hello, brother. Bill. The monkey that likes killing our family. It's back. It must be vanquished.
Why don't you vanquish it, huh, Bill?
Wait! We have been chosen to witness its power over life and death in its most devious ways.
The toy monkey?
It's evil. It's basically the devil.
Everybody dies. And that's life.
Oh, fuck.
Here's your warning. If you don't have a screen protector on your phone, don't watch this video. This is gonna blow your flippin' socks off. When I was making a video about July 18th, I knew that nothing would happen July 17th. It's too obvious. That's a raptard date, right? 7/17, like the 9th of Av or Christmas or whatever dates these scumbags choose. The reason I'm telling you that is because 7/17, July 17th, the emoji on your phone was exactly still in the middle of the day, right? It was still in the middle of the day on July 18th. So, but that was a stretch. That was a stretch to say, okay, the Nightmare Before Christmas and Christmas is on the same day, and using middle of the day on the 18th of July. That was a stretch. But why was that a stretch? Because you have the Nightmare Before Christmas and you have Christmas on the same day. When is the only day that you have the Nightmare Before Christmas and Christmas on the same day? 10/21 is the Nightmare Before Christmas, and 10/22 is Christmas. So if we go to July, our month July, what is that day? That day right there is the 17th and 18th. And I said that, okay, we'll have to watch the 18th, the middle of the day, because that's Nightmare Before Christmas and Christmas. But that was a stretch. August 12th, August damn 12th is no longer a stretch, because 5/17, we know July means 5. 5/17 is on the Torah, and then 5/18 is exactly on the Hebrew. So depending on which calendar you're looking at, you have the Nightmare Before Christmas and you have Christmas at Ground Zero on the same damn day. All right? So now why is this video going to blow your socks off? Because we're going to look at all the dates that I've ever posted a video about. All the dates. Post a video about, right? Let's start with obviously the holy day, the holiest of holy days, September 26th. If we start with the holy day of September 26th, when did Israel get attacked? Israel got attacked on October 7th, 2023. What was the Torah date on that day? It was 7/21. 7/21, right? So September 25th doesn't end until September 26th. 7/21. What was the date on the other calendar in September? On September of 2024. Let's see, if we're looking at September 25th and 26th, let's look at that date on the September calendar. In September, on the Hebrew calendar, we are in the month of Elul, right? We are in the month of Dam Elul. So September 26th, what was September 26th on the other calendar? September 26th on the other calendar was exactly the day 721, right here, the 21st. So if we go to the 21st, what is that day? It's the 17th, you get it? Our September 26th date is the 21st and 22nd. That's the 17th and 18th. September 25th and 26th is the 17th and 18th, the fall equinox. Summer has come and passed. That's the date, September 26th, exactly the July 18th connection precisely, right? July 17th and July 18th. September 25th and 26th is the exact day of the Israel attack, right there. It was the 21st on the Torah calendar back in October of 2023. It was the 22nd on the Hebrew calendar. So right there on August 12th is our connection to October 7th over and over again. And when was the first plane crash? The Jeju Air, the Juju Air, right? That was on December 29th. If we go to December 29th, what is that day? That's 126, 621 backwards. What is August? August is month 6. If you look at all those crazy prior comments, August is month 6. Everything is backwards. 621 was the first plane crash, and then the second plane crash happened on January 29th. Go to January 29th. What is that day? It's 821 backwards. 821 again. And if you remember that thumbnail from the last video, that girl that said 1028 days left, that's once again 821, 812 backwards. They're doing everything backwards. That's why Anna said in the comments, I pet goat. Backwards says August, as you saw. August. 821. The second plane crash. I said something about May Day and an eagle burning that day, and an American Eagle plane called out Mayday and crashed on that exact day, weeks in advance, right? Let's go to our date I had in November with that arrow. November 8th. I said, watch November 8th. If you go watch videos, I'm like, something with November 8th and Trump assassination. Every headline on November 8th was Trump assassination. I said that weeks in advance. Why? Because it was 9/5 and 1/18. How does that connect to our date on August 12th? Obviously, our date, August 12th, is July 18th, 5/18. And what was the timestamp? Right there, 5/18. And what was that day? November 115. If we go to August 12th, look at the middle of the day on August 12th. It's still 5/11, right? 5/11, right there on August 12th, 5/11. Right there, 5 up there and 5/11. That's your remember the 5th of November. And we know August 12th is the Julian of May 30th, July 30th. If you go to July 30th, what was July 30th? Exactly 113 and 115 again. Remember the 5th of November. And the movie, the Day After Tomorrow came out on 5/28. What is 2 days later? Exactly 5/30. They're using the damn Julian of this day. There's no way that movie connects to this day on July 30th. How many people know July means 5? Obviously, the Raptards don't know that. And the movie 28 weeks later, you had a 0, exactly, precisely to this date, July 30th. From the start of the day the United States was declared a national disaster on coded 3/17, right? And talking about 3/17, the pandemic started when? What does May mean? May means 3. That's how they're hiding it from the degenerates, right? May means 3. We're in month 5. May means 3. There's your 3/11. And when was the U.S. declared a national disaster? Exactly 2 days later on 3/13. But what was the Jew date? It was the 17th. 3/11 and 3/17. That's why they waited 2 days to declare the entire United States a disaster area. So 3/11 and 3/17 are on the same exact day on August 12th, right? August 12th. So let's go to another date that I chose back in October. after September 26th, I said we have to watch October 21st. Why October 21st? Because October 21st was 9/11. Tishri means 1, right? 9/11. On this calendar, it was 7/11. That was October 21st. But what happened October 21st? Nothing. Why? Because they did it on October 25th when Iran and Israel went at it. Once again, what is that day? 8/2/1. Our exact date on August 12th. 8/1/2 backwards. They did everything backwards. August 12th, right? And what is the date on August 12th? It's also the 18th. It's also the 17th and 18th. That's the 22nd. That's why this is the final X. They're telling you this is one X. This is the final X on the Donnie Darko calendar. 10/26 on his arm, 12/24 on his arm. Everything's connected to this date on October 26th. That's why the Q PSYOP said Merry Christmas and Happy Halloween. When is a Halloween? Halloween is exactly on this date, 9/2/1, 6/2/1, right there. That's why they said Merry Christmas, Happy Halloween, Terminator Judgment Day, 8/2/9. It's, what month are we in? We're in August. August is month 6, 6/2/1, right? That's exactly the day. Tishri means 1. The only day you can have Happy Halloween and Merry Christmas is, and the Nightmare Before Christmas, is when the 17th and 18th are on either calendar, but a day apart. You get it? A day apart. This is the day. What is the day we had after? After in November, I said watch November 20th. What happened November 20th? Nothing. But what happened November 21st? Putin shot off the ICBM. What is that day? What does Av mean? Av means 11. 11/18, and it's the 21st, right? And what is the only day that's 11/18 and the 21st? That's August 12th, the day Putin shot off the ICBM, right? And then the big one is, when did the market, on December 5th, 2024, the market closed at 6666. What is December 5th? December 5th, 12/5. What is the date on the August 12th? It's 5/2/1 backwards. Exactly the 666 date. How many more connections do we need for that day? The close at exactly 666 on that day. Then when did Powell crush the markets? When did Powell crush the markets in December? The Fed came out on December 18th. As you see, December 18th, a massive red candle on December 18th with the Fed coming out. Let's see, that move on that day, on December 18th alone, was what? A 5% down day in one day. You don't see that big of a red bar ever. I mean, you almost never see a 5. Look at this. How many bars are that red? Barely any. A 5% down move in one day, December 18th. What was the day on December 18th once again? It was 10/18 and 10/17, ironically. What are the damn odds? What are the damn odds, right? So, let's move on. So the date I had in, well, I didn't have in February, but everybody else had in February, was the Super Bowl. So we know nothing was going to happen on the Super Bowl, but they said at halftime of the Super Bowl, they said game over. Game over. What was Super Bowl? It was on Shavat, which means 5/9 and 5/11. What is the date on August 12th? At the middle of the day, game over. The middle, halftime, game over. At the end of halftime, they said game over. The middle of the day is 5/11. When does 5/11 end? Right here on 5/12. 5/12, the exact day, February 10th. And I did make a video about February 10th. I'm like, dude, something with 5/12. And that's the exact day on August 12th is 5/12, obviously. And you got 5/9, the start of World War III, according to the Google glitch. The start of World War III is exactly on 5/6, and IPEC Goat March collapse is exactly on 6/5, and Super Bowl halftime. That's why they sent Trump to the Super Bowl, to get all the monkeys, all the Raptors riled up, thinking something was going to go down. You know there were nothing going to do on the Super Bowl. But either way, that's why they said game over. This date on February 9th, 5/11, is our exact connection to August 12th. So let's look at the next date. The next date, obviously, I had was the 26th, but before the 26th, it was the 21st. And then all this monkey movies and all this stuff came out. Everybody Dies and That's Fucked Up movie, right? And that was on the 21st. What is the date on the 21st? Obviously, it's 521. 5-2-1. And when was Nasralla's funeral? He died on September 26th or 27th. And the Nasrallah funeral was when? On the 23rd. On the 23rd. Let's see how they did that. February 21st was exactly 521, our date August 12th. And the Nasrallah funeral was on the 23rd, 523. And what does 5 mean? What does July mean? July means 5. There's your September 23rd right there in your face. If they're going to hide all this, obviously they're going to hide all this really well, right? They're not going to pull it on September 23rd or the 9th of Av or Christmas Day with the song out there called Christmas at Ground Zero, you know? And I didn't even think I had how many videos from the very time I've been making videos, I've been talking about August 11th, 118 backwards, right? And I didn't think they would go all the way to August 12th, obviously, because August 11th is way too obvious, but obviously it's obvious to nobody except for all of us. So August 12th is a hot date. It's the 17th and 18th right there. Let's go to the next date. So on February 26th, by the way, I said something about a goat and dog ritual. Why? It was the Julian of the 13th. Look at the date on February 26th. Exactly. What is that day? It's 8-5. Wait, what does Shavat mean? Shavat means 5 and 11. 11-8. What is the date? What is the date exactly on this date? August 12th, 8-1, right? And what is the date on the 18th? What is the date on July 18th? It was Tammuz 10. There's your 8-1. Or you can even have right here 5-2-6 or 2-2-6. Bottom line, our connection to February 26th was the 28th. That's 8-1 backwards right there, right? And in the movie 2012, they said on February 28th. Well, they say February 28th, all the planets align. That's the end of the world. They said February 28th. What is the date on February 28th? The date on February 28th is 530. The exact date on July 30th. All the movies are July 30th. When did Barbie and Oppenheimer come out? Barbie and Oppenheimer came out on July 21st of 2023. You think that was a coincidence, right? You're an idiot if you do. Av. What month are we in? We're in Av. 11-21, right? 11-21. And what does Av mean? Av means 6. Or it means 5. 5-1 and 11-1. Right there. And what is the date exactly when this movie came out? 5-1. The exact date on August 12th is 5-1-2. 5-1 backwards. That's how they're hiding it. And what's the date on July 30th? July 30th is exactly the Julian of 5-3. That's why all the witches and warlocks I showed a couple of videos ago were all doing their ceremonies on July 3rd. July 3rd was the July 30th connection, and July 30th is the Julian of August 12th. That's why you got to go through the signposts. Could they have pulled it July 30th? Yes, they did an 8-8 earthquake, for God's sake. And now you have all the rapture retards looking at, obviously, the 9th of Av, and you have them looking at 8-8. Nothing happens on 8-8, especially if any rapture retards choose the date 8-8. You know that's a dud. You don't, any date the rapture retards look at, that is not the date you look at. Any date. Any rapture retard picks the date 8-8, stay away. Then nothing's going to happen. What is the month 12? What is month 12? It's 10. What is the date on August 12th? It's 12-8, 8-12, right? There's your 8-8 connection. The day the Lionsgate portal closes. And I'm recording this on August 3rd. Look at the Drudge headline on August 3rd. The ripped American flag, just like an IPEC goat, closing the gate. Are you kidding me? And Vala, I can't pronounce the name. Somebody in the comments stated, starts with a V. They said, look, scroll down and look, you got a lion. You got a lion. And you click that story. What is that timestamp? Right there on the Eastern, I'm in Central, but Eastern, that's 837. That right there is 10-8, 1-8, 88, 10-8. 7 plus 3 is 10, and that's 8 right there. 10-8, 88, the timestamp, 47 days above the double top. And what do you think this lion's name is? What do you think this lion's name is? I couldn't believe it. Nobody could believe it. The lion's name is literally Blondie. Blondie, right here. The Blondie's prominent collar did not prevent him. The lion's name is flippin' Blondie, dude. Are you kidding me right now? Are you flippin' kidding me? And since they're the ones that brought up Blondie, let's look at July 30th. July 30th, exactly July 30th, on the calendar. What is that date? What does Av mean? 6. Av means 5. 5-6, right? 5-6. And the 31st, 1031, right there. So what did Blondie show you? 10:30 and 9/6. So what is that date? Ob 6, 5/6 market collapse, war coverage. What did Blondie show you? Blondie showed you this exact day, 9/6, July, month 7. Sep means 7, right? There's your 9/6. So Blondie showed you this exact day on the 17th, 18th. And what did Blondie show you? Let's go to Blondie since they're the ones bringing up Blondie. Blondie shows the 22nd and then the 27th. As we talked about at nauseum, the 22nd and then the 27th. What is the only day that's the 22nd and then the very next day is the 27th? Right here on July 22nd. The 22nd and the very next day is the 27th. So what are they pointing to? What are they pointing to? They're pointing to the 21st, right? The 21st. Common sense. If they're pointing this, if the 22nd is this and the 22nd, what is this day? It's the 27th. 10:30. What is the Julian? It's August 12th. That's how they hide it. They hide these things from you because they want people to sacrifice their bodies and their lives and for people to call us crazy, right? So they'll sacrifice their body once this ritual kicks off. They don't want you to know that 5/17, the Netflix 5/17 is exactly this day on August 12th. How many people even pull up these calendars? Obviously nobody. That's why every date, March 28th, I said after February 26th, I said let's look at March 28th. March 28th was exactly the date. What's March traditionally? March is month 1, 8/21. And on that only day I had in March, you got a 7/7 earthquake. More people died on that day than on 9/11. Right here. What is March traditionally? It's 8/21. Right in your face, Olas. It's unbelievable. So this is why they're mimicking the Noah story. You're like, dude, something's going down March 28th, right? And something did happen March 28th, but not the ritual we're looking for with the New York nuke. But they're telling you 8/21 again. And in May, when did Pakistan, India kick off in May? Exactly on IPEC Goat Day, right here on 5/6. It was 5/5 and 5/6 in most of the world, right here on May 6th, right? And the Julian of May 6th was what? What is the Julian? Right here on May 19th. What is that day? Right there. IR means 2 and IR means 8, 8/21. So the Julian of May 6th, we got the Julian of this day, May 19th, we got a kickoff on the war of India and Pakistan. The Julian of, once again, the 21st, 8/21, right here. Dude, they're giving you August 12th. What if it's not August 12th? What is the other day they can do it? Will they do it on August 18th? It's the 24th. Will they do it on August 18th? I think it's too obvious, August 18th, but it doesn't connect to the 17th. On August 18th, what is the date on the other calendar? It's the 23rd. So if you go through the signpost, could August 18th connect? Maybe, but not as well as this one does, because they're giving you that. If they give you a 666 ritual exactly on December 12th, obviously that's the only connects to this day, the 17th, 18th. You got to go through the signpost right here. This is the next signpost on the 18th. It connects to every single date that we've ever chosen throughout the past. Since September 26th connects to that day I just showed you, 7/21, precisely right here. 6/21, Elul means 6, so it's 6/21 precisely. The exact day of 9/11 in 01 was exactly Elul 23. What's Elul 23 in 2024? It's September 26, 6/21 precisely, right? September 25th, 26th. That's where it was, right there. So bottom line, all these dates that we've had connect precisely to this date, August 12th. And since you saw that IPEC GOAT is all backwards, imagine if Trump is all backwards. Everything is backwards. They're doing everything backwards. Trump said all hell breaks out on February 15th. When is February 15th? 5/21 again, 5/12, the exact date on August 12th at midday. Right, it's not going to be at 12 o'clock, obviously, be after 3:28 p.m. Eastern Time, but right there, February 15th, all hell breaks. What was the headline on December 7th of 2023 when the Pittsburgh Steelers played the Baltimore Ravens? On December 7th, the Drudge headline was, between the lines, hopefully nobody dies. What's the very next day? 8/21, right there, right? 12/8/128, the exact day that Leave the World Behind came out. 8/21 again, Leave the World Behind backwards. When was October 7th of 2023? It was October 6th. In Babylon, it was October 7th. There was a night of October 6th. What is that day? Oct means 8. 8, 2, 1 again. Right there. 8, 2, damn 1. Right? 8, 2, 1 in your face. Every time it's August 12th backwards. Nobody thought about looking backwards. When's Big Mike's birthday? Mike Obama, when's his birthday? On January 17th, 117. That's why the New York nuke came out. New York video came out in 7/11, and the Iran has a headline nuke came out on 7/17. 7/17 and 7/11 is only July 17th. It's not July 17th. You got to go to 5/17. When's 5/17? It's hidden on August 12th. Can it be the 18th of August? Well, it's not as hidden as August damn 12th. 5/17, the Lay of the Lions gate portal closes. Once again, October 7th, over and over again.
Somebody's in the closet!
Another year has come and gone since the day you've been withdrawn. The sun still shines, the days still blend, but not the same without you, friend. The memories fall like summer rain. They touch my skin and fade again. So wake me up when August 12th ends. Let me sleep until that sorrow bends. Every time this day returns, the ache inside me softly burns. So wake me up when August 12th ends. The quiet air, the heavy sky, I still don't understand the why. Your laugh remains, but you're not here. And every August brings the tears. Time moves on, but never heals. The kind of hurt that silence feels. So wake me up when August 12th ends. Let the night erase what daylight sends. All these thoughts I try to hide come rushing in with morning's tide. So wake me up when August 12th ends. I light a candle in your name, a flicker locked inside the flame. One more summer's final breath, wrapped in echoes of your death. So wake me up when August 12th ends. Let me dream until the pain descends. I'll carry love, I'll carry loss, but not today. It's just too much. So wake me up when August 12th.